Hello friends, welcome to Gecko's Gaming video. Today I'm going to be running back more Esper Tempo. Um, I have a more in-depth review of the deck in my previous video, so feel free to check that out if you want to know more. I'm just going to do a quick summary here. Basically, it's blue-black tempo frog type deck that splashes white for the efficient removal spells, so we gain really powerful, efficient, flexible, and unconditional removal in Prismatic Ending, Source of Plowshares, and Fragment Reality. And the flexibility of these cards justify including more of them in the main than you typically would of just one mana removal spells in a frog deck like Fatal Push or Bloodchief's Thirst, because they're so flexible, versatile, and powerful. Um, and so because of that, we're reliably able to keep pace with aggressive decks by answering their threats for one mana. And we can keep up on the draw too, because we can justify the inclusion of more one mana spells, and so we play slightly less threats than the typical dimmer tempo deck, down to 2 frogs and 3 goyfs instead of like 4 and 3 or 4 as is usually the case. So yeah, the deck actually has a much higher win rate on the draw than most decks in the format that I've seen, and the we have a higher win rate on the draw than other frog decks too. Being on the draw, we actually have a higher win rate on the draw than on the play in this deck, which is pretty interesting. Um, and so the plan is we just kind of overload on spout removal against Mardu, target key pieces out of the Mardu deck with the spout removal, and um, just focus on the idea that they are at the core. Mardu is a synergy deck. I know it has a lot of individual powerful cards, but that when the deck's doing what it wants to be doing, its cards are synergizing together, the creatures are synergizing. So we just need to pick off the key pieces at any moment, whether it's a Ajani, God of Souls, whatever is the important piece to pick off, you pick that off, and then you're going to be double spelling a lot. So playing one mana removal, one mana threat, um, and just overwhelming them that way, because if we can target the key pieces and remove those key pieces reliably, then our threats become individually stronger that don't need a lot of synergy, like Nethergoyf or Tameo. They're just good, just strong cards on their own. Um, so the goal is we're just keeping up early on, answering one for one, and deploying stronger threats in an efficient manner. Um, Overall, this deck gains advantages in mirror matches against other frog decks because we have our removal is so effective in exiles, and we can take care of Unlicensed Hearse post board with Prismatic Ending without having to compromise any other pieces of the deck, and exiles their cards so they can't get them back, blah blah blah. Um, and we're also, I think we gain an advantage against Mardu and also against any type of Flage type deck, because we just have so many answers for Flage. Um, the disadvantages are mana is more fragile and we're vulnerable to Blood Moon, so my win rate against Boros Energy is actually not very good because it's tough to counter the Blood Moons in time. But anyways, yeah, that's the deck. So stay tuned. We're gonna play some matches on the Diamond ladder. Okay, rolling into our first match. It's a keepable hand. Got a couple threats, some card advantage. We do not have removal though, so that is unfortunate. Um, yeah, gonna play out the Tameo, and hopefully they don't have a removal spell, but otherwise I'm gonna have to get hit by Ragavan. That's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta get hit by the monkey and hope for the best. Oh, they got it. Okay. Second land. They're fetching with a Bloodstained Mire, got a Swamp. Juggernaut Peddler. Alright, yeah, so we're definitely getting Mardu'd here. Yeah, I mean, our hand is kind of resilient, so I can go for the Tameo flip line next turn. Takes Brainstorm. That's a pretty good pick, I think. Um, okay. Put these guys out. Okay, interesting that they paid for that. Because they could have legend ruled my guy. Um, I'm gonna play around Bowmasters here. They got Bombardment. Okay. They got another Ragavan. Their draw just lines up perfectly against what we're doing here. Go ahead and heist them, see what we can find. I like the Bowmasters. I mean, I guess it's the best we have. It sucks against Bombardment, but because he'll just sack the Ragavan in response to me targeting it, and I'll get nothing. End up with nothing. Okay, he's got another Static Prison. Sure. So what this Bowmaster is ultimately boils down to is just a 2 mana removal spell for Ragavan. It's not ideal, but it'll have to do here. Alright, though they're getting Luris back. Or they're getting Luris, and then they're going to start getting their guys back next turn. I still can't Treasure Cruise, so I guess I'm just going to Brainstorm. It's really the only line I have, and it doesn't allow me to mana drain next turn, so it might not be good. Maybe I just take 2. Yeah, I think I'll just wait. I'll just take 2 and leave up my counterspell for Luris. We really can't let them stick Luris here. That'd be a disaster. I don't know why they're holding back 2 Tameos and spending double energy, because I could have just... Okay, so now we can cruise. Um, I'm not sure I sequenced that correctly. I could have done the Brainstorm. I could have gotten back Luris. There's a lot of different ways I could have gone. Yeah, I'm going to block this because I know I could plow it, but I don't really think my 1/1's that valuable. Okay, I just want to make sure they didn't have another thing. So now, um, I'll get a Surveil. See what they'll draw. I guess they have an Arid Mesa, so maybe not. Um, okay, discharge. Luckily that doesn't do much, so that's good. Okay, another swords. That's good too. We're gonna get back our Tamios. Sure. So I just need to hit a counter spell, really. It's not a counter spell. Do I just bobble to try to hit a counter spell? Regavan, that's fine. So I'm gonna play Tamio then. I guess I might as well even play Psychic Frog since I'm not gonna need to remove the Regavan. Yeah, we'll do Psychic Frog. Nice, there's the counter spell we're looking for. So yeah, I'll go ahead and shoot the Ragavan. I think we have this locked up now because I'm going to start getting life with Luris. So I got to keep track of this auto tapper. I'm not sure if it's helping me out here. It keeps keeping the Godless Shrine untapped, which is messing me up. Otherwise, I could play Tamio. All right, we got him. That was a pretty close one. The opponent was steamrolling us early on. Okay, we're gonna bring in Toxic Deluge, Sun Cleanser, and Fragment Reality. And we cut Spell Pierce, cut the discard spells, and then maybe, usually I do some combination of Grave Expectations, Brainstorm, and Mishra's Bauble. They have Luris. It looks like they're on the pretty much a stock version of the Mardu list. So I'll probably want one Grave. And I'll cut a Brainstorm on the draw. Alright, let's run it back. This is fine, especially since we have the swords, and then we have a lot of flexibility with the double baubles, the brainstorm, the fetch lands. He's gonna Thoughtseize my swords away, I imagine. But this hand's pretty resilient to hand hate because just so much filtering. Takes the treasure cruise. Okay, he's going for the long game. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and bauble him. See a static prison. It's not a concern right now. I'll look at the top card of my own library. It's a mana drain. I think I want that, so I'm just gonna play this, not fetch, and pass. We'll draw 2 cards. Juggernaut Peddler me? No? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get a Surveil land right now. This will help us keep our life total high, which is important against them, and get a little bit of an extra look. Swords to Plowshares. I think that's fine. Second Swords. I'm kind of looking for card advantage, but actually I'm going to ditch it, because if I'm like close on something, it's usually best to put it in the bin because it feeds my treasure cruises and stuff, Netherglyph and whatnot. So he knows about the fetch land. He doesn't know about this water grave. I don't think that matters. I am just going to go ahead and shock this in. He's probably going to try to Bowmaster me, so that's one reason I don't want to Brainstorm. Alright, didn't Bowmaster. Just skipped his whole second turn, kind of interesting. Okay. Opponent is playing very slow. I'll just pass again. I don't want to get Bowmastered with my Brainstorm, so I don't want to have to mana drain it. I guess I could Swords, yeah, but basically I just want to have mana drain up in case I cast something scary on the next turn. And let's see, they know about the Brainstorm and the Swords Plowshares, and that's it. Hamteraptor. I will mana drain that one. I think. Let's think about this. I do have a sweeper. Um, Because I could brainstorm in response, see what I get. I think I'm just going to mono drain it. Nothing else? No follow-up? Wow, okay. Um, all right then. I'll bring Luris to my hand. And I'll just, honestly, I'm just going to run out this Tameo, I guess. If they try to remove it at the end of my turn, I can brainstorm in response, which is kind of nice. They have the static prison. I don't know. I'm not sure if I would actually brainstorm in response if they do it at the end of the turn, but they want to static prison it next turn. That's fine. They're not. That's a removal spell they're not using on Luris, and they have to do it at sorcery speed, so they lose a little bit of tempo. I wonder if their hand is just full of removal. Like I'm not sure why they're not doing anything. Sure. Ajani. Um, okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, interesting. Interesting spot here. Because if I remove it now, he could destroy his cat in response and flip it. I do get the feeling he has a lot of removal in his hand, so I'm gonna wait till my turn. Um, let's see. So I could do both of these still, but Fragment is not good against Ajani. I could just Deluge. I could also just take 3 and see if I can catch him extending a little bit next turn for the sweeper. I think I'm going to pass here. We'll see what happens. See what they try to do. I will take 3. Okay. They're representing Bowmasters for a long time, so I'm just gonna go for the swords on the Ajani here, and if they do something in response, I might brainstorm. Otherwise, I can prismatic Ajani on my turn. There's the Bowmasters he's had for a long time. It's gonna try to use that on his own cat, I'm guessing. So I'm gonna brainstorm a response here, and guess I'll do this. It's fine if he does this. He's basically just going to wipe his own board, and then, like, I can clear Ajani next turn. He doesn't even get to activate it. I can easily clear it with Prismatic Ending, so this is totally fine. And unfortunately, Fragment Reality isn't going to be helpful. Almost out of time. Let's see, I'm going to get a... City Sewers. Bowmasters, that's pretty good. Yeah, Bowmaster plus Prismatic is decent. I just need a little bit more removal though, or a little bit more mana. Which ironically I did have until I just used it. All he has right now to get back with Loris is an Adtraptor, so I don't really care about that super that much. I'm not going to Treasure Cruise because he's got Bowmasters, duh. So, yeah, I'll just pass here, and I'm probably going to Bowmaster his Bowmaster. I'll have to take 2, because otherwise Loris will be good against me. Get back his Bowmaster, we don't want that. Alright, so he's doing nothing, so I'm going to Bowmaster their Bowmaster. Sure. Alright. I think we're going to be in a good spot here. I'm going to get my counterspell back to block Loris from entering. And then we're going to Treasure Cruise. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I want to keep Prismatic if possible. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll do this. Something like that. I'll keep a swords in too. I'll cut this other Treasure Cruise. Alright. Oh, but I forgot he has the Bowmasters again. Okay, well, whatever. I'm bad at Magic. I always forget about Bowmasters. God. Okay. Good beats, good beats. I forget, it's so crazy, man. I've played with Bowmaster so many times. It might have still been right there, but I just, in the moment that I Treasure Cruise, I forgot about it. And it was worth considering doing Fragment on the Bowmasters, even if he would get a 1-drop out of the deal. I probably should have done that. But it's not going to cost us the game, I don't think. And drawing the counterspells put us in a really good spot regardless. I kind of don't care about that, honestly. This sucks, but I think I gotta do it. Okay, he's got a Guide of Souls. He's got another Bowmaster in there too, so... Alright. Okay, we're gonna brainstorm. Put back this, and yeah, Deluge. Alright. No way, it taps my mana wrong again. That's so brutal, dude. I should be able to do double Bowmasters this turn. Man. Okay, whatever. He's got a Swords on top. Okay, well, if I lose this game, I got no one to blame but myself. I needed to auto-tap differently. Making a lot of mistakes, but it's okay. We're still hanging in there. Got the spell snare. If they have Regavan, they'll be able to hit me, but I think this is still worth it. Wonder what his last card is. He's been holding on to that card for a long time. Got the Ocelot Pride. Okay. Do I not have a land in here? I don't have a land, so I guess that. No, actually, that wouldn't work. Okay, well, gonna swing in with these guys. There we go. Now we got it locked up pretty much. Still don't know what that last card is though. I wonder. I guess I'll counter this Regavan. Nice. Okay. Whew. I mean, that was a close one. Made a few errors, but still got there. Okay. Up against somebody named Teferi for fun. They go first. We got a little bit of a land heavy hand, but I think I'm gonna keep it. Spell Snare is pretty good on the draw. They have a Luris, so they're probably Mardu with an Arid Mesa. I see. Okay, so we will get to Bobble. Look at the top card of our library. See if it's something we want. It is actually something that we don't want. So let's go ahead and fetch. This is one of the awkward things that happens with this deck where you want to Spell Snare on the draw on your turn one, but you also need to answer their one drop. So we're going to answer the one drop here. And because you can, I mean, even if you like play around and you try to hold up Spell Snare, they could just drop 2 1-drops anyways. And that's never a good thing to happen. Okay, looks like they have Bowmasters. Yep, I'm going to let the Bowmasters resolve. And then I'm going to take 2 damage from it. Just because I want to hold up Spell Snare. And then I'm going to go ahead and Bowmaster their Bowmasters. But unfortunately, I've lost half my life total now, so. Mostly just from lands. Technically, we could Treasure Cruise here, but it looks like they have another Bowmaster, so I'm not going to do that. Plus, we want to get our Netherglyph nice and big. I want our Netherglyph to be nice and chonky, so I'm just going to play it and pass. I don't know. I mean, I don't even really care about this, honestly. I'm just going to let it happen. I don't need to stop them from drawing cards. So that's good. It puts another creature in my graveyard. So that's totally fine. At least it gets some life back. another spell snare. That's pretty bad here. I actually like. I actually hate spell snares sometimes. Wow, they can treasure cruise. Unbelievable, dude. That's so dumb. This happens too much. I think I'm gonna cut spell snare. This type of stuff just happens way too often. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, are you gonna do it or go ahead? All right, this is yeah. I mean, we just lost to having spell snare. Um, I don't even know if I have any outs, so that's not it. Okay, so we have to remove like 8 cards. I guess I'll start with the Bowmasters so that I can treasure cruise. Um, yeah, I guess I'll brainstorm again. Let's see if we can hit anything that does stuff. I guess we got prismatic ending, that'll help. We'll put back at least one spell snare, I guess. Um, I mean, there's no point in running. We know they're drawing a discharge, so there's almost not even a point in running out Tameo. So, yeah, I guess I will just pass, take 4, hold up a spell snare. Wow, what a disaster. Now it's tempting to play Loris and Bowmaster the Ragavan, but then Loris just dies to Galvanic Discharge immediately. And, yeah, okay. Yeah, that was. I don't know, man. I've had some good times with Spell Snare in the format, but lately it's just I've been having a lot of those types of situations where it's just terrible, and they just draw all their one drops, and it does nothing, and you just sit there all game and die. So I'm thinking about downsizing on Spell Snares. Um, but regardless, we're gonna cut the Inquisition of Kozilek, and yeah, I'll cut a Brainstorm, a Grave. On the play, actually on the play I like Brainstorm more than Bauble, so we'll do that. Let's see if we can hit a removal spell on the top here. It's a counter spell. It's almost as good, I guess. I have Bowmasters, so plays well with that, so I'll keep it. I'll pass here. I have a few options up. I'll let that resolve. I'm going to take all his energy away next turn, most likely. Sure, you can get the pride, but I'm going to shoot it. Okay, they're fetching. Fragment Reality lines up really nice against the Pumped Guide of Souls, so I'm happy about that. They have a Static Prison. Okay. Taking my Tameo, sure. Here comes Peddler. Probably take the Mana Drain, I would imagine. Or just scoop on the spot, sure. Yeah, I do. On the draw, I like to cut a bauble instead of a brainstorm. I'm not sure if that's right, but I just need to make sure that I'm using my mana very efficiently on the draw. They go first. We have a bad hand. I'm gonna send this back. It's possible we could hit like a plains, and then the hand's pretty good, but it's also possible that we don't. We just do nothing. I guess we have 3 draws to hit it, and I have untap up. So let's just see. Sorry about that. Let's see what we got um, for lands. 26% chance to draw a plains each turn. I'll get like 3 or 4 looks at it. I think I'm gonna mulligan. This one's not great either. Another one lander. I think this one plays though. I'll put back Psychic Frog. They took the Netherglyph. My only turn 1 play really. So, alright, let's bobble. Flooded Strands. That's kind of weird. Yeah, because if I played the Grave, then I could keep my other fetch land to for brainstorm value, but then if I didn't, then I wouldn't need it. I don't know if that makes sense, but um, let's see. So we got a couple X1s to take out with Bowmasters. That's not terrible. Gonna want to get blue-white here. We'll shoot the Pride. It's got a Ragavan too. It's got a lot of X1s. Take 2 from that. Okay, if we can dodge Bowmasters this turn, we'll be in a good spot because we can refuel next turn with Treasure Cruise. Looks like he's holding up a Bowmasters potentially, though. Oh man, that's actually much worse. That sucks. Now we're in a bad spot. Okay, we're gonna make it Rainbow Masters this turn. There's a Guide of Souls. Interesting. Okay. I should have kept that. I should have kept the Sun Cleanser earlier. That was a mistake to send it back with my brainstorm. God. Nice. Okay. It's a pretty lucky job we got there. Let's see. That'd be artifacts. Um, yeah, I guess I'll take my Bowmasters out. Um, I don't think I can afford to bring Loris into my hand right now because I don't want to go down to one life Actually, I would just have to die if I wanted to swords next turn. So yeah, that's very unfortunate. My life total is so low. Just hopefully they don't get a land. I'm sure they have the read on a counter spell right now. They're gonna have to play around. I'd like to draw an actual counter spell though. Okay, they're gonna dash Ragavan in. It's fine. I'm gonna go for the Surveil. Okay, there we go. We hit it. Hit what we needed there. So now we can bring Loris in safely. I'll play the Tarn out and pass. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to think about. Obviously I have to do this, so. But I can get a Mystic Sanctuary to loop it, so that's what we're gonna do. Bowmasters is my only creature in the yard right now. So I could draw like a bunch of cards, or I could put Bowmasters down, which gives me a little bit of a safety net. Let's just see what they're gonna draw. Amtraptor. That's a fine. That's okay. They can draw Amtraptor. That means that they can't haste me, so I don't need to do the Bowmasters yet. So I'm going to do another Bauble. Wow, that's a lot of lands. Nice. Okay, got him. Okay. We're up against a top 1,000 ranked player. And they're showing no companion, so most likely show and tell, but it could be something else. Could be scam, could be lots of stuff. Okay, show and tell usually doesn't play Bloodstained Mire. Godless Shrine, okay. Oh man, not this deck. Uh, yeah, this is a deck that I've not honestly if this is the black white Sorin Necro deck that cheats in Glen Elendra or you know whatever it's called. The Sorin deck that puts the big vampire into play or Necropotence. I still haven't figured out really how to beat this deck. Um, with with tempo, it's a tough matchup, and especially if they get on the play first, it's just pretty tough to beat. Okay, I think I want to draw that land. Um, Because when they're on the play, you just have no chance to interact. Okay, it's actually some kind of Abzan deck. Okay. Maybe it is. I'm not sure what this is, actually. Interesting. Let's see what they discard. A couple lands, okay. I'll go ahead and drop a Bowmasters here. Try to do something to start pressuring him. I don't really need to brainstorm here. I'm just holding out Mana Drain for now, and I don't want to play into a Bowmaster. So Path of Peril. I'm deciding if I want to brainstorm now. I think I don't need to, and I might need to double spell with Mana Drain and Swords. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now. I probably will brainstorm during their end step though. Not sure what they're playing, so I guess I can't safely. I'm not sure if Spell Snare is good. Yeah, we'll see. So I'm not sure what's going on here. So um, it's tempting to take a peek, but I might need both these mana drains. I could look at his hand and play Nether Glyph and hold up a mana drain. That puts him on a 1 turn clock. I think that's the best course of action. I guess we'll attack first. It's clearly some kind of combo deck. Probably has a Reanimator. Or Reanimate in the list, I'm sure. There's a Grief. Sure. Just scoops. Doesn't even let me know what they're playing. Okay. Interesting. What is going on here? It's. It seems like it's black white. It seems like it's the black white deck. Maybe the Sorin deck, but it's like splashing green for Assemble and Veil of Summer. I don't know. Tough to say. It's gonna be tough to sideboard too. I'm just not sure what's going on. I definitely want the Spell Pierces. I know that much. I'll probably want. I don't know about Fragment Reality. I want Thoughtseize. I'll probably want a Surgical since it looks like they're doing graveyard stuff. Disruptor Flute's obviously good. I cut Spell Snare. I guess I'll cut a Bowmaster, maybe. Um, yeah, just still kind of just not sure what's going on. So I don't know if this is the right way to sideboard or not, but we got game one, so that's good. So if hopefully we can get a little more information game two if they beat us, and then we'll know how to build the deck a little bit better for game three. Opponent goes first. We have 2 Spell Pierces, so it's probably just enough reason to keep the hand, even though it's not great. Don't have any ways to pressure them. They exiled a Necro. Alright, so they're just going to try to grief us. grief scam routine. Yep. I don't know how good Thoughtseize is not good here actually, so um, yeah, I'll shuffle that away. That's unfortunate the way I stacked that. I forgot that Ephemerate rebounds, so um, it's probably better to just let that happen because then he can't attack me this turn. Either way, he gets the Spell Pierce, my only card out of my hand, but it's kind of funny, I guess. That was a weird little sequence of events there. Um, okay, wow. Okay, well we're just getting uh, flooded here. That's not good. Let's see what he does. Okay, gonna ramp up. Maybe cast a Necro. He did exile a Necro earlier, which indicates he might have another one. Obviously, I would be countering a Necro Potence on the spot. Another land, sweet. I guess I should get my swords back. Okay. So this is just like a mid-range fair scam deck. I don't know why we're playing Assemble. Maybe it's not fair actually. Kind of just going to play Assemble the team in a deck like this. I haven't. Not sure what that's about. Well, we're almost dead, so I really need to draw something here to deal with these Deathrite Shamans. That's so many lands, dude. So many lands. Okay. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we can't. We're gonna die. There's nothing we can do about it. I guess I'll make him do it. So I'll put back. I don't know. Yeah, I'll put back this. And we'll play out a Psychic Frog. Because, yeah, the Bowmasters can't deal with the Deathrite Shaman. Just couldn't hit a removal spell, unfortunately. Okay, whatever. I mean, I'm not sure why I'm still playing this. I'm just going to make him do it, you know. But we're definitely dead in more ways than one. Okay. Bowmaster is actually pretty bad against them, it seems like. We want more removal. Fragment Reality is attractive since I now know that they have Deathrite Shamans and that they're playing kind of a fair deck, honestly. Alright, I'll just go like this. This seems fine. I think we should be favored in this matchup. It doesn't seem too bad for us. Deathrite Shaman is a problem, but if we're on the play and we don't get Necroed, yeah, there we go. Can't get Necroed on turn 1 this way. You'd love to see that. I put this out just so that if they have a Necro, they won't try to play around Spell Pierce. Okay. And then plus I can Swords this too, right away. If they play a 1-drop. With no loss of tempo. And then we just go Tamiyo with the Spell Pierce backup, and that seems pretty good too. And we also still have a Swords to cast as well if we need to. So I like that. I like where we're at right now. Still got a lot of magic to play though. Go ahead and attack with Tamiyo. Play a tap land and then just pass. I'm pretty sure they're doing some reanimate shenanigans, so I think I want to hold Grave. I'm going to go ahead and draw right now. Not really worried about trying to flip Tamiyo, although maybe I should be since I know that they're playing... I know they're playing Swords, but I don't know what else they have to deal with Planeswalkers if I do flip her. Now it's a question of do I Thoughtseize or do I remove the Shaman? This is my only removal spell right now. So I think I'm going to Thoughtseize, especially since I have all these counter spells up. They have Veil of Summer. I think I'll counter the Veil. Yeah, they do have the Sorin combo. Pretty good hand, especially if they can draw another land. But we have the backup spell pierce, so that's good. So now I know I don't want to remove the Deathrite right now. So yeah, now I just spell pierce the path, or I spell pierce the Necro. For sure, we're going to do that. I'm going to flip Tamio on my next turn. We'll get in one more time with her now. And I will remove the Deathrite Shaman. Another land. Okay, we got him. Nice. Alright, now we're just one game away from Mythic.